Today I want to talk about helping your child to slow down by practicing together. So my name is Natasha. I am a family yoga teacher with Amazing Me Yoga. So those that have been following me for a while know that I love yoga games and these energetic and fun practices to help keep children engaged and having fun with the practice. But I also always, even in the most energetic of classes or sessions at home with my children, I always make time for that slowing down, that quiet or relaxing practice, because there is so much importance to it. So when we are practicing this slowing down, we are helping our child's nervous systems. We are helping them to rest and recharge. If we think about the story about the tortoise and the hare is so confident in his speed that he just charges ahead, whereas the tortoise takes this time to move along, rest, restore, recharge their energy whenever the tortoise needed. And it was the tortoise that ended up winning, because the tortoise conserved his energy and made sure he had enough energy to get to the finishing line. So what we can take from that is we need to rest and recharge, and we need to help our children to rest and recharge. We can't just go full speed ahead into the day, into the week. There is so much to do at the moment. There is school and homework and after school clubs and social obligations, everything else. There's so much to do, and I think we're kind of doing more in a way because of the last few years when we were not able to do anything. It's like, oh, now I want to make the most of it. Now I want to do this and this and this because we weren't able to before. So we're going further away, and we're going on these days out that we weren't able to do for so long. And it's exciting, it's fun. Yes, we can do this now. But it's also important to go, okay, actually, we can rest, we can recharge as well. And you might be thinking, well, my child will not sit still. Yeah, I have two of them as well. They do not like to sit still for too long. So how can we help them to find the stillness, to practice slowing down? So one way we can do this is by practicing yoga. So in my latest blog post, I shared 5 yoga poses that you can practice together for deeper connection. Now, this is a great way to slow down. You're practicing together, but these poses that I shared are also ones that are a little bit challenging and playful. The last one is one with more kind of restorative element to it. So I'll talk a little bit about that one today, and also give you a few more tips for helping your child to slow down at either the end of practice or just as a standalone practice, maybe in the afternoon or before bed. Would be a really good time to help them to rest. So, talking about the last pose in the blog, and I will link that in the caption as well. So that is Lizard on a Rock. Why I love this pose is because it has these restorative elements to it, while also tapping in to that imagination. It's having that visual of a lizard lazing around in the sun, feeling the warmth from their body and the child gets to climb on the adult as well, so they love that. And if you don't know this pose, it is linked, but what it is basically is the adult is in a child's pose or a rock pose, and then the child kind of sits on their lower back and then leans back, opens up their shoulders, relax their arms, drops their head back, and just sunbathes, right? So that lazing on the rock, and having that image, having that connection with their adult, it can be a really great way of encouraging children to rest here for a moment. Now, another way we can is if we switch, but we're not going to climb on them and lean back, they're going to come into the rock pose or the child's pose, and we can practice the rest and press. So the rest and press is where we take our hands like this and we gently press into their lower back. If you think about if they were wearing a belt, where would that sit? You're kind of aiming for that area and adding some gentle pressure there, always checking in with them. How does that feel? Do you want more? Do you want less? So it's really about that communication together. And this is just really helpful for the nervous system. It helps soothe the nerves. We have so many nerve endings there. And if you think about it, when we have a tiny baby and we're soothing them and we're kind of tapping, we're tapping that area because those nerve endings, it's calming, right? So that's one way. Thinking of the same pose, another way is by adding massage, and again checking in with them. Firstly, if they want a massage at all, but secondly, what feels good for them, what would they like more of, and really emphasize that they get to be in charge, that it's their body and their choice, and yeah, that they're in charge. It's always nice for kids to go, yeah, I'm in charge. Really great way to boost confidence and just, yeah, taking ownership of their own body. So while doing that, it's great for slowing kids down. It's also good to switch roles. So then if you're doing that, they could massage you. And I think that's always really nice because it really puts the child in this other role. They get to be the carer and they get to use gentle hands and they get to care for you, and it's a really nice one for just practicing that mutual respect. Another way is the spaghetti test. So my children and my students love the spaghetti test, and what this is it's like a stick of spaghetti. So we're not thinking about the lovely fresh spaghetti. I know that's better, but it doesn't work for this this kind of visual. So for the spaghetti test, we're thinking of ourselves like this, and we're coming into that shavasana, that laying down, and thinking, being like stiff and rigid like a stick of uncooked spaghetti. So then what we do, so the children are laying down, and then what we do is we take their ankles or the bottoms of their feet gently and we just give a little sway, maybe a little bounce here and a sway, and you can really feel the tension leaving their body. You can feel when they're stiff like this, and you can feel when they're relaxed, when they're relaxing into it. Yeah, you can just feel it, right? And you can, be playful with this and going, I'm cooking the spaghetti. It's not quite cooked. There it is. Yeah, it's cooked now. And then lay their feet back down and let them enjoy this stillness. Another way, in classes or with siblings or with friends, you can switch the roles. So give them a turn to do the spaghetti test. That's always a nice way to get again, switch the roles and have them practice together and even give you the spaghetti test. Another way of slowing down is with legs up the wall pose, a really great one, especially at bedtime. And for this one, you're sitting up very close to the wall. So think of the wall on your side here, and then you swivel your legs up the wall. So your hips are very close to the wall, as close as can be, and then legs come up. And how you can help children to stay here is by balancing either a yoga block or a few yoga blocks on their feet, or even their favorite teddy can join in the practice. We also like to sing a little song, the Incy Wincy Legs Climb Up the Empty Wall. That can be a fun one to practice bringing them up the wall, keeping them there for the count of 10, and then letting them back down. So there are loads of different ways you can play with this, and yeah, be playful and have fun with it, but while finding that calm, finding that slowing down. So those are just a few ways in which you can help children to slow down by practicing together. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel and check out all the links down in the caption. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.